Hey everyone, my name is Sergio and this is my final video for the activity, the course material design. And the purpose of this VLO is to improve the listening and speaking skills of the learners and students who work on it. And this presentation have many advices about how to learn or how to improve speaking and listening skills. And these two communication skills of English will be depend throughout this presentation. Okay, the two objectives for this VLO is one, provide tips for the improvement and use the listening and speaking skills, and second, generate a tool to make easy to improve these skills throughout learning of English. Okay, first, listening materials tips for virtual environment. The first, use the authentic and non-authentic materials to improve listening skills, because in this course, for all of activities of this course, we work about what important is used on English class, the authentic and non-authentic materials. And the second, improve listening comprehension through audio exercise and videos, songs, movies, and others. For example, personally, I use this exercise to improve my listening, and this is important because in this exercise, like movies and songs, people are using a native English in a native conversations. Three, experiment and expose yourself to different types of listening. In music or movies, the people use different types of listening and different types of English, more native or more formal. So it's important to know the difference to have a effective learning process. Okay, four, talk through audios to constantly practice listening. Maybe you can be conversations with your friends, your classmates, and you can send to him or send them many audios to prove your speaking, and they could respond your message with audios too. So listening those audios, you can improve your listening process and your listening learning. And five, listening carefully to pronunciation of phrases and words that are difficult to understand. This is important to improve your pronunciation and your knowledge about the different concepts. Okay, listening materials tips to face-to-face environment. The first, the same with the virtual environment, use to authentic and non-authentic materials to improve listening skill, and for the same reason, and the virtual environment for the importance to use authentic and non-authentic materials. Okay, the second, attend to the teacher instructions in English to improve understanding in real time. It's very important to listen a teacher or a person with a higher level to improve your listening skills. 3. Ask questions about words and concepts that you cannot understand just by listening to them. It's important you know the difference to pronunciation of different concepts that you can understand, and you can get new knowledge in that process. Repeat a new terms yourself to know how to recognize them in later opportunities. It's important to repeat the terms are difficult for you, and in many opportunities in the future you're stay more prepared to understand these terms. And 5. Work with classmates to constantly improve listening skills with students of similar level. This can be important to get trust on you for improve your listening skill. Okay, speaking materials tips for virtual environment. The first is the same: use of authentic and non-authentic materials to improve speaking skills. For the same reason I said in the listening tips. Okay, 2. Practice with natives through the internet. In internet exist different pages or websites when you can speak in real time with people with first language is English, and this is better to improve the speaking skills. 3. Take online speaking tests to check your fluency and pronunciation. Exist many different tests when you can prove your speaking skills actually, and going to improve a little bit for time. Okay, 4. Learn and practice vocabulary applicable in everyday life. It's important to know not only the formal vocabulary, because it's very different to the way the Americans or native people talking every day. And 5. Chat through audios and other students to practice your skill. The same in the listening tip. Not only listen the audios for your classmates or your friends, you could send your own audios for improve this skill. And for face-to-face environment, and the first is the same: use authentic and non-authentic materials. The second, read aloud in English to hear hear your speech skill, and in that way you know how do you that improve your speaking or your speech skill. 3. Actively converse with classmates and teacher. You must to speak a lot of time. You must speak as much as possible to improve as much as possible your speaking skill with classmates or teacher or friends or people in your home or people in the street in your city. You're talking about with these people for many topics in general to improve your speech. 4. Speak confidently without fear of making mistakes, because we're not native speakers of English, and we're going to to making mistakes, but that's right, because this is the way to learn. And five, ask your teacher for feedback and advice on your ability. It's important that your teacher get your feedback about your speaking skill and how do you can improve this skill. Okay, in conclusions, it's important to develop activities that develop skills such as speaking and listening to improve the second language, the English language. To develop effective classes, it's necessary innovate and use materials authentic and non-authentic, because these materials um, can improve effective and faster the speaking and listening skills on students. Okay, and that's it. This is my presentation about my VLO. So I hope do you like this presentation, and see you in the next opportunity. Bye bye.